Greetings and welcome back to our Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. So, in this, I decided to go after some little bit of goodies here and there. Ghosts, heart pieces, and miscellaneous things that I may have forgotten that I am capable of getting of so far. So I went back to Lake Hyla to be able to take the ride back up here, and conveniently there was a hog just waiting there for me, since I guess the horse can't do too well in this type of environment. And somewhere about halfway here you will find one of the golden bugs. And as you can see, I'm doing my usual thing of running around like an idiot trying to catch the thing. And I hop back on, and I have no idea how I missed that big-ass tower, or pillar, or bridge piece. Not a clue how I missed that. As I make my way there, I'm just trying to get through that. And this actually makes it a lot easier, so I don't have to go all the way around through the North Fields, as I don't think there's any warp points in the North Field for whatever reason. I could be wrong, and I might run into one as I go through, but I'm pretty sure I would have ran into a warp field at this point in the Northern Field. So there is a warp point here. But if I this means I don't have to pay him anymore to come back to the desert. I still think it's stupid having to pay for a very unsafe ride. Well, anyway, what's going on here is I was probably getting frustrated because I kept getting only one of them at a time, leaving one of them alive. And these things can be hard to get together sometimes. Close enough where you can kill both of them. And I got lucky there that I didn't kill the one when I failed my spin attack. So yeah, get up here. Midna, you tell where the bridge was, and then Midna safely and carefully returns the bridge to its rightful place. I have to say, that's quite powerful, and it kind of reminds me of the Twilight Princess stage in Melee. I really like that stage because it's nice and reminisce. So from here from there you want to go to the Goron Mountains, or I decided to go to the Goron Mountains. This was the heart piece that I was told about, and I ran around like an idiot for a couple of minutes trying to find a place where I can become a human. It's like, no, you can't transform here, it'll cause havoc. And why is it you always have to be like all like incognito just to like do superhero-y things? Can't they? I don't know why I was just standing around there for a minute. Nah, I think I was trying to figure out which way I should be going. So once you get to the Death Mountain, you want to make your way south toward Kakuro, but as you're going down, you're going to be finding a Goron that is all by himself, and you're going to want him to launch you up to the cliff that you're about to see. And you're going to want to come up here, and to your left as you're going through, you should find an alcove, a little hole in the wall that you can drop down in. Right there. And the heart piece will be conveniently there. And I'm just standing around trying to figure out where I should be going next. And I think I go to the lake from here. No, actually I go to Cacrio. So, okay. So when you get the Cacrio, you might want to get your horse for this, as it'll make things a little bit easier for this next heart piece. And yeah, you'll want to leave from the north. So you leave town, and if you look to your left, if you're playing on the Wii, it'll be to your right, most likely. And you'll want to blow up that rock that you see onto your left. And then you want to carefully get into position to where you can claw onto that little bit of vines that you see up there. First time I did it, I didn't get onto it enough, so that's why I ended up dropping. Just like move them up a little, and there we go. My typical struggles of getting up a vine, going left or right instead. And here I was trying to figure out which way the chest was. And it was like literally straight. And for us, this should be our 25th heart piece if you've been following my chaotic Let's Play. Now I make my way to the lake after just standing around for a little bit. These things aren't easy to record, and because I do all of my Let's Plays, I record and edit it all myself. I've never had any help, and I'm like over 1,100 videos in now. And it is quite difficult to do these, especially since I've been doing them every other day. And I'm trying to figure out where to go here. I think I get a few ghosts beforehand. Glad that person isn't there to be scared. For whatever reason, I decided to go to the lower lake. I don't know why. And yeah, there's like a few Poes I end up getting here. There's one right there, just like chilling up there. But as I was saying, I do all of these record, edit all of these videos myself. And it can get annoying trying to edit all of this. Especially when you have a lot of points where you're just trying to figure out what you're going to do. Or when you're going from one area to area trying to figure out when to start and when to stop. So I make my way toward the east to where that small little patch of land you see on the map is, because there's a few Poes there. As you can see, that little light. And for whatever reason, you always have trouble climbing as a wolf. Another Poes soul down. Midna getting bored. And for whatever reason, I talked to that guy. I have no reason to talk to him anymore. And I think I end up going back to the north part to get a couple of more Poes. As you can see, there's a Poe right there on that little ledge. And we take him out. I've lost count at this point how many I had because I don't think I looked. Because I was trying to figure out, because I was also trying to go for like some of the heart pieces as well while going through here. And yeah, some of this I'm doing for memory. As I said, I usually don't like having notes or anything in front of me, scripts or anything like that, as you can see from my chaotic style. But if I did probably do that, I'd probably get a lot more people watching, because I would actually know what I'm doing. Because I haven't really played this game since I bought it back in 2006. It was like a Christmas gift to myself. And I do also own the Wii version, but I like the GameCube version a lot more. Because I get to actually sit, especially when I'm Let's Playing, I would prefer to have an actual controller in my hand other than waving stuff around, pointing, aiming. I like to be relaxed when I'm doing these videos. When I did GoldenEye Wii, yeah, the remake with, what is that guy's name? Damn, I can't think of his name. Daniel Craig. I would use the GameCube controller because I cannot use a Wiimote and nunchuck trying to go through that entire game. Especially when I'm sitting in front of my computer and the console is attached to the computer via my Pinnacle Studio. And by the way, when you go into this cave, as you just saw, make sure you have lots of bombs and lots of oil. I would say at least a jar of oil with you at all times. And whenever you see those yellow chews, that's when you should fill up your lantern and then collect the yellow chews so that you would always have a healthy amount of oil on you. Unlike what I did there, where I just destroyed it and ignored it. And I would also suggest having an empty wallet, or at least room for lots of rupees on you. Because you're going to get lots of rupees in this dungeon. As well as a few Poe souls as you're going through. I would say this is like a mini dungeon. Just without any annoying bosses, unless you consider the Poes bosses. Ah, arrows. And be careful going over those wooden boards, because if you fall off, you have to go back to the beginning of the dungeon. And supplies that you would pick up from the chests do not replenish, but the enemies do. Just a little warning. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I was doing. I completely missed the chest there. Then I think somewhere up here is where I made a mistake. And you guys will see it when I get to it. And yeah, okay, I managed to get the oil there. And we managed to get more rupees. I think it was rupees, yeah. As you can see, you're definitely not going to leave this dungeon poor. And another red rupee. It's like 120 just in that circle alone. And you can use an arrow to destroy those if you manage to get one or jam one down its throat. And I do, unless you really want to leave this dungeon in a hurry, I do not recommend going up that light. I made that mistake thinking I could just go right back like a small little checkpoint. No, it's not. You go straight back to the beginning. And it'll be the same as if you fall down one of those pits. Now I was trying to be careful here, and if Link here didn't have any fast reflexes, I would have probably been restarting this over and over at this point. I know if it was me, I probably would have definitely fell down the dungeon, or the pit a few times. And we found the Bat Cave! With all those little bats. I definitely know what I'm doing next episode. First thing, I'm probably gonna go and get that magic armor. I think I just need 8 more rupees to be able to do it, but at least I'll get the expensive item out of the way. I think it's the last expensive thing you gotta do in the game, is the magic armor. That's optional, though. Yeah, that noise, at least the lamp has the courtesy to let you know it's running low and about to go out. Yeah, I fell down here once while going through this. And I'm not even done. It's a little bit later I fall. And it sucks having to go through this entire place again. At least the chews regenerate, giving you another source of oil. I do like the idea of this Zelda game putting the rupees back if you don't have room for it in your wallet, but at the same time I'm like, I just feel like I just didn't really complete it. Oh yeah, and seeds are in there. I haven't used the slingshot, I think, since Dungeon 2. Since I got the arrows. I don't even know why there's seeds in this dungeon. That is crazy that they would offer seeds. Yeah, that's where the bats got me. And to save you guys the agony of watching me go through here again, I just jumped cut right to it. And the best thing to do here is just take it slow. Make sure to use your arrows. And once you see that Poe, that means you're pretty much past all the pits, and you want to try and get away from the pits so you can prevent yourself from going down them. And this video is about to come to an end. So, yeah, if you guys like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And the next time we'll see about going after some other goodies. Dungeon Master 201 signing out.